I think the podcast is going to do really well. Which means we got to come back in and do some ads. And once we get our ads going, you ain't getting no more allowance.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you're not?
Yes, I am. What?
You have your own money. What'd you say, Kim? When somebody stay with you, they pay half? Yeah. All my check, the whole check goes to rent.
No, one of your checks. I put forth 80% of my total income goes into the house. So by percentages, you contribute less than I do.
But by
no buts. Nope. It doesn't matter by amounts. We're talking about percentage wise. In order to keep it fair, we have to base it on percentages. And 80% of my take home goes into the house, goes into the family.
And then when you say, hey, I need this, boom, what happened? I get it. Bow, make that shit happen. And now you're going to have extra money coming in and be like, boom, oh, you got money, you make that shit happen because you a black queen. Put your hand in the air. You won't need the allowance. Okay, so we make it.
I didn't ask for the allowance because I needed it. I have it because I want it. And I'm going to continue to want it.
You see this, Cam? You see this, Cam? Here's the thing, Cam. I just randomly buy her stuff, too.
That's great. I randomly buy you things, too. Don't act like this is one-sided.
That's true. You're right about that.
Stand up so I can push you down. Because I'm tired of your shit. Up to here.
Why would I stand up? You told me your plans already. You're the worst fucking villain in the world.
And then what Tony say about villains, they tell the whole master plan.
First, I'm going to get you to stand up. And
the wig he uses for that is the worst. Oh, my God. Tony's the best.
Yeah. His mustache is the worst, though.
It is.
I don't like Tony's mustache. Like that shit.
But the dimples make up for it.
He does have great dimples.
He does. Yeah, he be like, geez. And like, bing, bing.
And fuck Tony.
No, you didn't.
It was too much. It was too much niceties going on. I had to like.
Jesus.
You know me. I got
you
sewage in my soul.
You be the main one all on Zoom and trying to give men the flowers and trying to do the flowers for the people. You know,
I do that on certain days.
I'm just out here.
Saturday is not a flower giving day. I'm sorry.
That's why you cut it to 4 days a week. You're like, I need these other 3 days to build up the venom in my soul.
Yeah, absolutely. Sleep in the shower. I sleep with my fist balled up.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Speaking of your fist balled up.
Yes.
That dream, no, that involved this fuck. You gonna do some punk ass shit like that? Wait, in your sleep, some fuck shit. What did you? I think it was fuck shit. Some fuck shit. How you gonna do some fuck shit like that?
Yeah,
I was like, sir,
I never remember my dreams. And
I never understand you that well. Like, I'll tell you quite often, you were talking to your sleep, But this time I was able to make out words. And I was like, is he awake?
No. That's how upset I was in that dream, man. I remember everything that happened to that motherfucker, and I had to tell that motherfucker about himself.
Yes, you did. Bless your heart. You okay?
I am.
You need some hook up on you?
I'm okay. I handled that shit.
But who upset my back?
Some tall.
Take me into that dream so I can fuck him up.
Oh, 181 ass nigga sat down and thought I wasn't gonna do nothing. I don't give a fuck. I probably would lose. I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna give it everything I got. I'm gonna fight hard. I am.
Bless your heart.
Don't do that. Don't you patronize.
Bless him, Jesus. So welcome back. Hi, I'm Farron Moore. Welcome back to my channel.
What up, y'all? To hear more, y'all know what it is.
Welcome to More to the Story. Got another episode today. So excited. This is fun. I like this.
You like this?
I like this. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
Oh my God.
And I just can't. I'm
about to lose control and I think I like it.
Finally, look at you loosening up.
It just took me a minute. You're so pushy. He has control issues. That's
8
another episode.
episodes for her.
Well, if we post this one before the other ones, then it'll look like it only took me 2 episodes.
That's why we're not gonna do it.
Shit.
Yeah, it's not gonna look weird like that.
I tried.
Yeah, it's all good. It's okay.
Anyway.
They get to see the progression though. They get to see why I put a ring on it.
Oh, did I tell you I ordered a tree last night? I was drunk, but I ordered a tree.
You asked me about it. You was like, babe, can I order a tree? I was like, what kind of tree? You was like, a money tree. I was like, you know what? I don't
That's a real thing, though, bruh.
Yeah, I know, but like, what is it? Like, is it a money tree?
I
like,
know nothing about
wealth?
it, and I'm sure it's gonna die. I'm very scared now that it's on its way, but it'll be there tomorrow.
You really
ordered a tree.
We don't have the space for it.
Yes, we do.
We're in the biggest place that we've ever been in before.
It's coming
but
now,
we don't
so
have
we'll
a place for a
make
whole
space.
fucking tree.
It's gonna be glorious. I've been saying I want more plants for a long time.
Plants, not a whole fucking tree, Farron.
It's a baby tree right now.
Why don't you even get a bonsai tree?
We'll deal with it later when it gets bigger. But right now, it's a little baby fella. I'm so excited. So, okay. So, I've been saying for a while that I want plants. And I'm going to get some more. Like, I'm like, hey, baby. I'm like telling the kid, we're going to go to some farmers markets somewhere. We're going to grab some plants. We're going to go to a nursery. Going to learn some things, grab some plants. It's going to be great. So I initially planned for it to be a lot more official and be more educated before I made my first purchase. But now we're in the shit, so let's do it.
Let's go. Get this fertilizer up.
So I was talking to Kendra and Ayo about how, I want plants. And they're like, yes, let's go shopping together for these plants. I was like, great. And Ayo brought up this whole, plant reparations thing that's happening now. Have you heard about that?
What?
So,
wait, what?
It's a legit thing, and white people are giving black people plants, or giving them money or collecting money in order to send black people plants.
Don't.
Who
asked for this?
Someone did, and the motherfucker's black. Some dude named DJ Freedom. Have you heard of him?
Sounds familiar.
I don't know. He's very
DJ Freedom.
It's FREEDEM.
Oh, okay, yeah, that doesn't sound familiar.
So he tweeted one day, if you're white, give a black person a plant this instant. He did this in June. So it blew the fuck up. Left and right. White people are like, yes, this is the least I can do is send a plant. But I'm like, I don't want you to think now that you've sent a plant, your work is done.
Oh, he has this thing called trap gardening.
But yes.
Gardening, yeah.
But he also this thing turned into this whole underground plant trade.
Mm-hmm. So what people selling? They selling the Black Panther?
They're not selling anything. If you're a black person who wanted a specific plant, you put it out there on whatever social thing it is. I think the underground plant trade is on Instagram. So you say, what kind of plant you want or whatever. And there's a white person that sees that and links up with you to send you that plant or the money to get that plant or whatever. Ain't that crazy?
That is crazy. What's really crazy, if there are any white people watching this now, I like this Mercedes-Benz plant. It's about $68,000 to get the seed for it. So if anybody wants to, someone to my seed, if you will.
Yeah, and then they're also white people are also using it to post what plants they have available, and if somebody can be like, yo,
how do you feel about reparations? I don't know how I feel about it right now. I almost you still got your phone on, huh? It's just,
oh my bad. Just relax.
Third time's filming and you still.
Simmer down.
like if we're gonna get reparations, I don't want it to be in the form of a plant, and I don't feel like that's something that independent white people need to take responsibility for in terms of financing. Unless, like, you know what I'm saying, like they want to donate to it to make sure that the economy is going to be good after they give reparations to all black people. But it's so many. There's so many unknowns and so many variables in reparations. Because what about mixed black people? Do they still get something?
See, that's something I was thinking of too, because it's also like, okay, looking at the, 2 other times America has actually paid reparations to a group of people. It's been like so strict.
Well, you have
like,
to be like
okay,
fourth generation black?
No, I just feel like they can't figure out who the descendants of actual slaves are. And so that leaves it too broad, and that's probably why they have not moved on it with the same intensity that they moved on it with the Hawaiian reparations and the Japanese American reparations and the Native American reparations. Like, these people were documented, and you had somewhere to, like, with the Native American reparations, like, if you were part of a tribe but you didn't live on a reservation, then you were just out of luck unless your tribe had some kind of like program where you got a part of that money.
Yeah.
But we're undocumented.
Yeah.
We were. So there's no how are you going to?
I feel like this is what they're going to do. They're going to have everybody do these 23andMe's and all of that background shit to see where you go from like 6 to 8 generations, and if they can document, trace it back to some slave, then you'll get a part of it. I know I'm getting some money. I know I got slaves. My grandma showed me pictures of people. I was like, oh, that nigga got to be a slave.
See, and I'm not sure, at least from my mother's side, I'm not sure that I am. At least not in America, because I don't know if you remember, but some years back I was trying to trace my family back, and I found where my grandmother was like 4 when she came to the States, and it was documented because of the island that she came from.
You talking about Gigi?
Yes. Gigi was like 4, and so I found a book that had her mother's handwriting, and I saw her mother's name, and I saw her name written, and she was only 4. So I feel like, and they moved to Mississippi, but that was their entry into the state.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe not.
Yeah, I
there.
don't know. You never know.
And I don't know anything, nor have I looked into any side of my dad's. I'm not even sure I know his mom's real name.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, remember when you were always ready to go?
I do.
Now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed with Blue Chew. That's blue like the color blue.
Like the color blue.
Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. You can take them anytime, day or night, even on a...
Anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach.
So you can be ready when the opportunity arises. If you could benefit from more confidence where it counts, Blue Chew is the fast and easy way to enhance your performance. Blue Chew is prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office or wait in line at a pharmacy.
All that's dead, family. Come to your door, okay? Come to your door in a discreet package, and because it ships direct to you, okay, in the U.S., all right, you don't have to go to the pharmacy, so it's cheaper, too. I'm sorry, this is your ad, though. Go get your back.
Right now, we got a special deal for our listeners. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our promo code STORY. Just pay $5 shipping.
$5. You get a free shipment of Blue Chew, and all you gotta do is pay $5 for shipping. Man, you better.
Again, that's blue, BLUE, like the color blue, BlueChew.com. Promo code STORY, and it's free. It's kind of, if you look at it, like, my initial thought when Io told me about the whole plant reparations thing, I was
wait. Before we get off of that,
uh-huh.
I want to give a shout out to Maya. Y'all know Maya from Wording is Hard. She's a teacher. Maya has a show where she is cooking meals that slaves prepared. She found a cookbook from a former slave. That was I think it was wrote by a former slave, and he had recorded all the meals that they used to make out of basically nothing, and she is recreating those meals. And then Sabrina Sif, who y'all know, Sabrina and Tony's girlfriend, she's making a vegan version of said meal. So make sure y'all check that out, because that's dope as hell. I'm gonna be on the show. Farron's gonna be on that show. The kid might be on it. Obviously Tony's probably gonna be on this. So that's gonna be really dope. So make sure y'all check that out.
Yes. Good job, babe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Plug this the team, man. Transy, we in this bitch. Transit pictures. You know what I'm saying? The Cam over there, Tony, Brennan, you know what I'm saying? Robbing this thing, you know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why you just got so aggressive.
Because you repping your set, you got to come off aggressive. Like, you gotta
is that what you do?
You know what I'm saying? This me right here. That's why I lay my seed set. You know what I'm saying? I be busting that shit open.
Ew.
You know what I'm saying? Well, how did I say it last night?
I don't know, but
I was walking up like, hey, that's your old lady. You be knocking that down on a regular basis. That's how you acknowledge somebody's lady. Oh, this you right here, my nigga? This what you be knocking down every night? Okay. I see you. Be all up on that bumper, huh?
You
know what I'm saying? Shit like a car accident when you get done, my nigga. I feel you. Hey, this your
Like, how do I even go back into this after some stupid shit like that?
That's what I do. That's what
Oh
I'm
my
here.
God.
To say the stupid shit. That's why I don't know any of the topics that we're gonna do. They have me here to say the stupid shit.
So when Ayo first brought up the plant reparations thing, I immediately, I got defensive as fuck. And I was like, wait, I don't want I don't want Becky to be handing me a fucking plan and thinking her work is done. Like, no. I still, want you to be an ally. I need you to donate. I need you to educate yourself. I want you to watch this. I want you to, I want you not shy away from the conversations, do all these things, but I don't want you handing me a fucking plant. I can get my own plant, bitch. I was upset.
I see.
But then,
my bad.
But then I looked into the whole thought behind DJ Freedom's thing. I'm not the only person thinking the way that I was thinking, but it was where did he come from with this? And it was basically having a plant helps with mental issues, or just the feeling of loneliness, something to kind of tend to, take care of. It's a mood elevator, and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, that's sweet. So what kind of plants y'all got available on the
the black market of plants?
So Becky, remember when I said I didn't want your plant? Now I had a change of heart. Yeah, but it got me to thinking, because I grew up with plants at home, but it was just not one of those things that I ever found important. Yeah. When I, once I was out on my own, and so my first real plant was this plant that everybody in first grade. This is how far back I'm going with this. In first grade, had to bring in a plant. And mine was the only one that lasted the whole school year. And it was it grew all long and fell all over the little counter thing. And it was
you remember what kind of plant it was?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. But what's so crazy is we were supposed to water it once a week. Everybody water your plant, once a week. But, being a first grader, I'm sure I forgot so many times. And so I was ultimately it probably grew that long, that beautiful and luscious because of my teacher, but I took full credit and I took it home and then I killed it. It was great.
How the fuck did you kill it?
I don't know. How did I kill succulents? I don't know.
Yeah, I used to buy Farron succulents because she got into succulents at one point and then was really big into it. You only have to water a succulent
maybe once every other month. They do better
cactus.
if you just leave them alone. And I either overlove it or I don't love it enough. You get all or nothing with when you're a plant. So I'm so worried about this tree, but I'm so excited. Ooh. Also this tree is the kind of tree that was at Coldwell Banker, the first job I had when we moved out here. And it was like, again, my job to like tend to this plant fucking tree. It was donezo. They ended up throwing it away while I was there. So
and you decided that now I'm ready.
No, like because I'm at home more now, and it's like I want this little plant baby. I'm gonna be like, Io, because whenever we talk about like linking the kids up, she be like, I'll bring my plants because she ain't got no kids. Like, bitch, I wish you would bring a fucking plant to the park.
Gonna come in with a plant wrapped in a blanket. Like, hey, y'all.
She got like 12 plants, and she was like, all right, I'll gather my babies. Like,
you don't put that fucking aloe and eucalyptus down and come help me with this alcohol.
She's so stupid.
That's hilarious. I love our friends. We got good friends.
We're surrounded by great people.
Yeah.
You included Cam.
Cam, you didn't come over our house last night.
Okay. You had an engagement. But I was looking at, of course, this sent me down a whole little spiral of the instances where America, the government has been like, hey, sorry, take this money. And they've been very slow to respond to everyone. But listen to like the stipulations they put on the Hawaiian reparations in 1920. So basically, they established a land trust, and it's allowed people of one half Hawaiian ancestry by blood to lease homesteads, so basically land, from the government for 99 years at a time for a total of $1. But because you have to prove, like you have to prove that you're Hawaiian, and by at least 50%, that like limits, like you basically you can't have kids by somebody outside that, because then that waters down the
So you have to
the bloodline. So it's like it just limited them so much, and I was like, that's kind of fucked up. You basically telling me
you have to procreate with another Hawaiian.
Yes.
Yeah,
in order to keep this land in your family. And after years and years and years, and land and stuff like just doesn't remain, it doesn't keep its importance throughout the generations. And so after a while you end up losing all of it.
Damn.
Ain't that fucked up?
That is.
Yeah. So you on your phone? We finna fight.
No.
What you looking at?
Nothing.
Lies. United States, and they only apologized after like a century after they went over there and like basically made them become part of the states. It took that long. And I found the document of when the government apologized for slavery.
Did you?
And basically,
I was trying to look up when did Hawaii actually become part of the states, because I remember. Wait, when did I remember vaguely Hawaii becoming, us finding out about Hawaii becoming part of the states, and I just was like, wait, what?
You think that happened in our?
No. I just remember finding out about it. And I was like, why isn't it connected to us? That's what I remember thinking.
1959. Thank you.
1959.
I almost said 56 because I knew that Val was like really young when it happened.
Yeah.
I knew it was within her. Yeah.
So was it belonged to the British before that?
No, it was just
its own. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was looking at this flag right here, and it's like the flag that they had for it looked like a Great Britain flag where the stars would be on an American flag. You see it?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
It was a military base, really.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, because it was pretty much Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. We had fun when we went to Hawaii, though.
Yeah, we did.
Scuba diving. We had the tour. We went to the.
I know. We were out there
Dole
looking at
plantation.
fish and shit.
Yeah, man.
The Dole plantation was like your favorite thing.
You know I love pineapples.
Yeah.
Pineapple
I
is
was
my
like,
favorite. Wait, what?
I'm not a big pineapple person,
You're
so
not.
I was like,
you don't like
ugh.
you don't like the finer things in life.
Stop. Stop. You're so ridiculous. You're going to stop trying to act like you better than me. So
Fran moved out here. She was still trying to eat noodles and bologna sandwiches. I had to introduce her to the finer
because
things in
I
life.
didn't want to eat fucking pinto beans nonstop. All he ever wanted to eat was pinto beans.
That's not all I ever want to eat.
Babe, what you want for dinner? You can just fix something for y'all. I'm gonna start up a pot of pinto beans. It's like just all the days. All my days,
No,
I'm just supposed to
listen,
eat pinto beans.
Here's the thing. First, she was saying all I wanted to do was barbecue. Now she's saying all I wanted to do was eat pinto beans. Which one is it? What you gonna stick with? I cooked the pinto beans.
Both.
I didn't cook those regularly. I made those maybe like once a month or once every other month. Now I was barbecuing a lot.
God,
I was
you were.
queuing up some shit. Because it was easy and you could make food for like the whole week. It's just her and our bougie ass daughter, both of them bougie, don't really fuck with leftovers. Now me, I know shit tastes better sometimes when it's a leftover.
It depends on what it is.
The
I eat
seasons have a little
leftover
chance to
spaghetti,
settle.
macaroni, chili.
Oh, leftover chili fire as fuck, man.
Yeah.
That shit fire.
Like I'll make it with plans to just let it cool off and sit in the
Yeah,
refrigerator
for a couple days. Woo! Man,
Yes.
it's been too hot to really have some chili, but man, I want some good ass chili. That's why I hate that this COVID shit has closed all some of our favorite restaurants. We like old people restaurants. I love Soup Plantation. I fucking love Soup Plantation. I go to
The
that
baby was like
motherfucker.
legit asking to go to Soup Plantation,
Oh,
like just
my
on a
God.
Saturday morning. Can we go to?
That's
like,
when
we
I
done
wear my Etonics, my
fucked
shoes
up
with
the baby.
with the Velcro on it. I got on some loose khakis, pleated khakis.
T-shirt tucked in.
Yeah, T-shirt tucked in with some suspenders on. I go in there, get my salad first, get a nice little salad. I want my glasses like this. I'm like, yeah, I'm here for the senior citizen special.
That voice though.
They be like, "Are you Tahir?" No, I'm Tahir's father.
I hate that
They
voice.
pull up the phone. They're like, "This not you?" I'm like, no, that's not me at all. If you do your mouth like that, people leave you alone because they don't want to watch
You know
it.
what? I can't even hate though, because I'd be right there next to you, like, yes.
I'm just a little lady. I'm just a little lady.
Oh, please. Can somebody help me to my table?
Then the kid comes up and ruins it all. She's like, "Mom, Dad," like, "Oh, this is right here. I was fucking it up, bro. Don't know how to fall in line."
Or she just laughing, like, just pay for my things. Sit down first and I'll find another table.
Oh my God, I do miss Soup Plantation, man.
You
That
miss it?
chili.
You miss it so much you
I
want it into
do.
your mouth.
I want it into my
Oh
mouth.
my God. Yes.
It's so good, man. I love soup. Soup is good. They
Soup's not
chowder,
that great.
tomato bisque. You say what now?
I said soup's not that great. I'm not that crazy for soup, dude. That's not even really what I eat when I go there.
What
I
you
like
eat?
pile up the salad and
We both do that.
then I do chili most of the time.
Mm-hmm. Which is still be
Occasionally,
a stew/soup.
I guess if we're counting chili as soup, then yes.
And then we remember we went to Felix People's house.
Oh, that
Maureen-
butternut squash.
That butternut
one
squash
with the
that-
little
with the
bacon.
bacon on it. Ooh.
Oh my God.
I have never felt more white in my life. Cam, let me tell you something, buddy. Okay. We had my ex-roommate, Felix. Shout out to my boy Felix. His sister, Maureen, made this butternut squash.
Did she make that?
Yeah.
I thought her mother-in-law did.
No.
It was her?
Yeah, Maureen, because Maureen was like chefing it up. She would like just try new recipes every year.
Oh, okay.
She made this butternut squash. Was it a bisque? Or just a...
Just say it's a soup.
It's a soup, okay? And then she did it with
Did I break something?
and then she made it with some what is it? It was like maple bacon, or it was just some applewood smoked bacon. I think that's what it was, because it was super salty. Because the soup was super sweet. That
He
butter,
doesn't really know. Keep going.
No, it was. I remember. I remember exactly what it was. Absolutely. I have a photographic memory. I've never forgotten the thing in my life.
Nigga, stop.
All right.
You just pile on the ridiculousness. So anyway, if the government rolled out a reparations plan right now today, what would it have to look like to make you happy?
Here's the thing. I don't know how they would give people a certain amount that would satisfy everyone and without crippling the economy, because I'm also taking that into effect, right? So I think the best thing to possibly do in something like this, huh?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, I think what? Cam, what do you think?
Give money to the people, they'll support the economy.
Okay, true, but let's because Cam said if you give money to the people, it will support the economy. That is true, Cam. In most situations, I think right now, coming out of a pandemic like this, and people have been so short on money, I think we are going to see a lot more people saving once the world opens back up. Because we've been buying stuff during this thing, but we haven't been going crazy or anything. I feel like people have been more frugal with it because they don't know when the next check is coming. So coming out of this, I think people are going to be a little more frugal. I think the best thing to do would be to come up with an amount for households and then an amount for individuals. So like, because we're married and we have a kid, anybody who's married and have 1 to 2 kids get this amount. Anybody with 3 to 4 or 3 to 5 kids gets this amount. Anybody with more than 5 kids and married gets this amount. If you're single, you get this amount. Pending, like, I don't want to say like the whole background thing, but I think it should come into play, because like if you are like first generation black, like your grandmother was white and your grandfather was black, and then they had mixed kids, and then it's like how do you like that person isn't really fully black. But I also think that in those situations or those cases, there could be something else. And then also, aside from the money, I think that like you could also get like credit, right? So you can, if you didn't want to take like that, say for a household for us, we would get $150,000. That's married with 1 kid, we get $150,000. Or we could take credit to start credit of $200,000 or $300,000 to start a business. So that way we can either take the money of our own
options. Either you get this lump sum.
Yes.
It's your money and you need it now.
Yeah.
Or it's given to you by way of like a loan or even a grant.
A grant. So you could start like a small business, or you could like go together on a hedge fund, and you and say 10 other families or 9 other families could go buy some land, and y'all can start your own community, and that community grows out, and then y'all can start building your own schools and own businesses and own banks and all of that. Like, I think that is something that we should really like push for, because it's like with everything going on right now, you know what I'm saying, with the whole police thing, it's like, yo, we are saying that we want our own people to look after us. Right? And best way to do that is to start building our own.
So you sound like you subscribe to the belief of like the segregation should be a thing.
I'm not advocating solely for segregation. I am advocating for more black-owned businesses and for us to support these black-owned businesses when they come out, right? And I'm not saying that we shouldn't support any businesses that aren't black-owned. Like, I think Nike has done a very great job at being vocal about what's going on in this day and time. I think companies like that have shown their allegiance and that their allies and what side of history they want to be on. I think those are great, but I think that like, I mean, you know, like I bought old boy shoes. I haven't really worn them, but maybe once. But I bought them. I'm trying to sow into the black businesses that I'm aware of. And we were just talking about this the other day. Like, I wish I had the finances to have all my clothes black owned.
Yeah.
Like all of them, like jeans, t-shirts, suits, all of that. I called one of my homeboys. He has a suit company. I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna come down to New Orleans and get a suit made. I was like, how much are? He was like, yeah, they start about $700 to $1,100. I was like, Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna save up for. So I didn't try to talk him down. I didn't try to like. Well, come on, man. It's your boy. I went to college with you. We was in the same organization.
Right, right.
That's what it is. That's what it takes to make it. Because there are people who don't flinch at the price tag of Versace, at Balenciaga, all that shit.
So I shouldn't be trying to like.
Yeah, and
cheat
it
you
doesn't
or
matter if I know
look
you
for
or
a
not.
discount, yeah.
Because I know you more, and I know what this money is going to go toward feeding your family, making sure that your mom is good, that your kids,
Or
your
just
brother-
putting you in a better place. Even
Yeah.
if you don't even have all that to worry about. Like,
Exactly. I'm not finna try to talk you
yeah.
down. That's your price. That's your price. You know your worth. And we can't keep saying that we want to see the change and then not support the people who are especially when they're giving you the quality that they say is worth. If the shit is trash and you can go online, you see the reviews, or you know their work history, or you know that like what they do, then they that's something different. However, like we cannot keep saying we got to do this, we got to do that, and we're not putting forth the effort to make sure that we.
I think one of the things we have to get over, and I'll say it, like mostly white people, to Tony's point in the last social distance show, he was like, white people need to watch more black shows and movies and stuff. He was like, I mean, because that's all we had available, we were forced to be okay with it and invest in these programs. And when somebody did something black, we turned up in droves to watch it, support it, whatever. But they weren't watching and learning our story. And so I feel like that does translate into like where the money goes. We have all these black businesses, and yes, our money makes up a big difference, but we should also have white people buying black owned things.
Yes, I agree.
Like
other than
it's
Jordans.
nothing without even thinking about it.
Yeah,
you know,
other than Jordan, and it's crazy
it
because
shouldn't
like
be like a whole situation just because you're doing this. This should just be like, you know what, this is good too. So let me just not ignore it because I'm seeing black models in it. You know,
so many of the urban street gear clothing companies are owned by white people. It's so crazy. Supreme. The hundreds, all of the major ones are like they be owned by white people, and it's so cool to be urban now. And here's the double side of it. It's like, we're grateful that like you guys are starting to embrace that culture. It sucks that when we dress the way that these clothing companies are selling and intended for the clothes to be worn, we still get harassed for it. That's the craziest shit about it. White people are profiting off of the clothes that get us interrogated.
Yep.
We can't even dress off the clothes and the culture that we inspire, but other people are getting rich off of it. If that's not exploitation in its finest, I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Like that's and our irony, or both, because it's like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so crazy to think of, but it is what it is, man. Like. I don't know. Like I do feel like we would do better right now in our like segregated with each other, policing each other with the right in the right communities. I do feel like that more white people should watch more black content, because not only does it give us a platform to use our voice to tell our stories and stuff like that, it also explains our culture. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just because a black person get loud doesn't mean we're getting aggressive.
Right.
We get loud when we get excited. When if she start dancing right now, I'm like, hey. I'm not getting aggressive because I'm getting loud. I'm egging her on. I'm excited. I want to see her kill that shit. So I can't wait for it.
That's a great point, because even those little things, it's like, ooh, you know.
Yes. They get so frightened because they don't know. It's like, well, you don't know because you don't give us a chance to tell you who we are. We were stripped of our difficult spelling and pronunciation of our names. We were stripped of our religion. We were stripped of our family ethics and our culture. We were forced to adapt to your culture, your belief, your names, all of that, right? So in our I think it predates all of that. It's in our bloodline of who we are inherently. So when we're in situations like clubs and we turn
Mm-hmm.
it up, or we telling a story, or we see somebody that we ain't seen in a while, inherently we're gonna reach back to what we know in our roots, and we're gonna get loud, we're gonna laugh loud, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna let people around us know that y'all ain't having as good a time as we have. Y'all need to be over here fucking with us.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things about black people is that, like, we have always been inclusive.
Yes. Oh
You know
my
what I'm saying?
God.
We
Because
have
I
always
just
been in-
watched a video of this. Shoot, they don't call them drill teams, but the girls dancing in at the college with the band. Is that a drill team?
Pep Squad, not the Pep.
No. Maybe it is. I don't know. I can't remember the name.
Yeah,
but
I can't remember
It
that.
was a
I want.
huh. No, this isn't even color guard because that's
It's
what
like
the flag.
HBCUs, yeah. This is-
But this is the girls dancing
Step
in the
team, yeah,
in the
something like-
bleachers.
yeah.
I think it is like the drill team
yeah.
basically. But she and it was it looked like an HBCU because every other dancer was black and it was a college situation. But they had a white girl in it and she was keeping up, and it's like
Yes,
we can
that's what I'm saying about the inclusion thing. Like, there
like
are
give us credit for, and this also reminds me of a conversation I had with a kid recently. Like, give us credit for what we bring to the table. It's okay. We will include you if you honestly, genuinely want to be included, and we don't have a problem with that. Just like even with hairstyles and stuff, we don't care about seeing a white woman with box braids.
Right.
But it's like, what energy what's her energy? Is she all around genuinely in touch with our culture and understand us, or is this just like some novel thing because this bitch headed to Jamaica?
right. I hate the fact that everything that we do and make cool is criticized and ridiculed, and then all it takes is one white designer and be like, oh, the latest trends is the urban box braids. Like, bitch, we've been doing box braids before.
Like, who was it? Daryl Hannah with the fucking braids and the beads years ago. Somebody took did a little photo shoot with her. She was a model. Photo shoot with her, and she had her hair all braided up with beads and shit. And it was like, oh, the Daryl Hannah braids. I think it was her. And it's like, nope.
Try again. Try again, motherfucker.
Or how, it became like the boxer braids. And it's like, nope, that's not where that came from.
Yeah.
That's not
Kevin
a thing.
just did a video about this chick who tried to make Chopped and Screwed. She was like, oh, this white DJ really is leading the way with the lo-fi or the low and chill or low reverb. I think she called it like the reverb, the chill reverb. It's like, that's not whatever you're calling it. That's Chopped and Screwed.
And that's been a thing.
That's been a thing. Give credit what credit's due. Shout out to DJ Screw. Okay, shout out to Texas. Don't do that. Don't minimize our accomplishments and then shame us for it, and then try to take ownership and credit for something we did years ago. That's what frustrates us, because we have never been a race that has always like tried to exclude others. We've always wanted everybody to have a good time for the most part. That's all we want to do is just chill and be treated equal and have a good time, man. Like, you get black people that, we be chilling, bruh. Ain't nobody trying to start no shit. We trying to chill, bruh. And we've always, like, even when people be like, yo, such and such ain't invited to the picnic or to the cookout, rather.
Look at
We
you,
want to trade such and such for the cookout. We still are. We not saying such and such Justin Timberlake can't come to the cookout. Amy Winehouse or what's her name? Anybody else can't come to the cookout. We're always including people to the cookout. We're just saying you come by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or let us know who your plus one is. But you are more than welcome to come to the cookout.
Right.
We've always been a race that has tried to encourage inclusion. It's other races that have like tried to shun us and shut us out or quiet us, and it's just like, that's the shit that's so annoying. It's like, bro, like we make your lives lit. Y'all know for a good ass for damn sure that we make lives lit. From rap music to the dances to the food. I've seen so many white people at Roscoe's on Pico. I've been in that Roscoe's after a comedy union show and seen more white people than black people in there. excluding like the cooks and shit. But it just be like, bro, like y'all know y'all fuck with us. Stop fucking with us and start fucking with us.
I love that, and I want that on a T-shirt.
Stop fucking with us and start fucking with us.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a whole move, man.
Copyrighted, trademarked. I don't.
Yeah, we
No,
on this
which
day
word?
of October 3rd, 2020. That is copywritten right now. This is a poor man's copyright. I'm saying it. Stop fucking with us and start fucking with us.
Yes, but okay. So taking it one step further, who should pay? Because
Government.
no, and I say no. I'll tell you in a second. But okay, so someone actually did the math, and it seems more realistic. This number specifically seems more realistic. What's his name? Jason Hickel did the math and was like, okay, the United States alone benefited from 222,505,049 hours of forced labor between 1619 and the abolition of slavery in 1865.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's valued at the U.S. minimum wage, and he doesn't say what his interest rate was that he added to it, he's saying that work is worth $97 trillion today. Right?
Yes.
So it's like, okay,
Oh, you know what?
U.S. is ultimately broke as fuck.
Yeah.
Who pays this?
This is what I'll say, right? Because here's the thing: we could try to plead that to like, Britain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Try to be like, yo, so from 16 to 70, 76, you guys owe this much, right?
Mm-hmm.
But realistically, they probably not gonna do it, even though they rich as fuck. Right? The queen is rich as fuck.
Actually, is she though?
Yes. You look it up.
Really?
This bitch owns the Swans.
Wait, what?
She owns the Swans in London. She owns them. They are her property. That's how rich she is.
The Swan?
Look it up. The Swans that be on the property, she owns them shits. Breaded. She could end world hunger. She could. I promise you.
Well, I don't know. Watching The Crown makes you think that they actually don't. They're put up, their needs and whatever taken care of,
Mm-hmm.
but they actually don't have that much liquid, and don't really
Listen,
own.
Let
that
Donald
much.
Donald Trump show or say it or prove it. He ain't got no money either. But like, come on, man. Come on. This motherfucker got some money, man. And this is what I say. I will say that the government needs to foot most of it, but I would also say these families that have that generational wealth that can be traced back to slavery, they should have a tax on them. What you see?
By prerogative, right?
Mm-hmm.
The British Crown enjoys ownership of all unmarked mute swans in open water.
This bitch owns the Swan.
How do you own swans?
I remember that on the first time I went to London, I did that hop on hop off. We did the thing. I remember them saying that when I had the headphones.
Oh, really?
On. Yeah. Yep. That's why I was like, yo.
Okay.
Because
I may have dozed off a bit.
There was a park across the street from one of their properties. And they say he used to go, one of the kings used to go over there, or one of the princes used to go over there, and he used to hunt. He owned all the animals in there by right, too. So he used to go over there and hunt, just hunt. It was just crazy.
She like gives them as gifts and stuff, or there's a swan keeper, and he dispatches them all over the world as gifts in her name.
Dumb rich, bro. So, yeah, I say the government and families with generational wealth that can be traced back to slavery. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that would be too hard. I don't think that would be too hard to find out. I feel like, and based on their wealth, the number that they have with liquid and properties, they have to pay that amount. It's almost like
but it's like
imposed tax.
Who to though?
They would pay that to the government, so that would help.
No, I'm saying, but ultimately, I don't know. Maybe I'm still like super caught up on like who qualifies for this.
Okay, so that's when you get with like.
I mean, because ultimately, all black people like suffer
Mm-hmm.
the results of it. Like whether or not you came from actual
That's true.
slaves, you still are treated just like you did.
Yeah.
You know? So is it would it go to all black people based on that alone?
Let me ask you this. What if they gave every black person $100,000? I know people gonna be like, nah, that ain't enough. Hit me up. $100,000. And they gave you a 750 credit score. That's like giving you a blank check. Because if you got a 750 credit score, 750 to 800 credit score, you can get any card. You're probably going to get approved for any loan. And then you actually got $100,000 liquid.
And also do things I would prefer to be like everybody become like just a number as opposed to I don't want you to see my name.
Yes.
And don't make me answer that question of what my ethnicity is
On applications?
on applications, because you're going to have to apply for something. And so I don't want this to be a deciding factor in anything else I apply for. Don't ask if I got this, because that's telling you right there that I'm black.
Yeah.
Don't ask for my name.
Yeah.
Don't ask for my ethnicity.
Is this on an application like for a credit card or for a job?
I'm saying just moving forward in order to keep things fair going forward. Yes, thank you for this.
Yeah.
But when I apply for a job, my name still reads that I'm a black person and I'm still less likely to be chosen. So I want that person to call and be like, may I please speak to number 07? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just feel, it sucks, but people are biased.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I just feel like it's so many things needs to be put in place to put us in a position to be treated, fairly.
Yeah.
And just dependent on humans to do that, it's not going to happen. You're going to have to strip them of some information, something like that, so that
they'll know when you come in and do the interview if you're the right person for it. Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree with that.
Yes. Yeah, but I just I never even thought until I started doing this research of, like you said, when I was like, who pays it? Your first answer was the government. And that's all I thought. But, I didn't even think about it until I read this article that CNN had on, it's actually fairly new too.
They said
August of this month.
229 million hours of
222 million.
222 million work hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Between, those.
That's crazy.
Those years.
That's fucking
150
crazy.
years. Yep.
And it came out to what? 97
trillion. But why somebody tried to, everybody, their formulas are different. So somebody said 19 trillion. But he does say what is he? Oh, his number is conservative because he only deals with the slavery that happened from the time of the country's founding until the end of the Civil War.
So he goes from 1776.
1776 to when was the
first
Civil War?
Well, that's why I said if you go from the original number.
Okay, and the Civil War was still 1865. So
yeah, if you go from the original number in the 1600s.
But hell, you should actually
again that's what you should impose that tax on Britain for. Like you should be like, yo, y'all know y'all because I know some shit. And
I did not know that initially the states, or not even the states, Britain was slow to adopt slavery. Mm-hmm. It was actually Mexico that started it.
Really?
And they got their little that's inhumane and we shouldn't do this to people. That's what America was saying at first. And then it was like, oh, but look how much money how much work we could
really
saving ourselves. But it started in Mexico.
That's crazy. Cam, you knew that too?
Careful saying Mexico, it was the Spanish.
The Spanish.
Okay.
Spanish and Portuguese were the first
Yeah.
Spanish and Portuguese.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Not cool, but yeah.
No, I'm saying cool. Like I got that information. I didn't know that before.
Right. Yeah. I was shocked to see because living here, everybody thinks they're where they are as the center of the world. So you're like, it started here, and they the reasons why everywhere else is fucked up because here.
I heard that they tried. I heard that African Americans were like the third race that they tried to enslave. Like I heard that they tried the Irish.
Because all the Native Americans died.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that they tried Irish too, but like they couldn't handle the sun.
Oh.
Like
Wow.
That's what I've heard. I haven't put forth any real hard effort at finding the research on that. And then obviously the Asians, because the Asians supposedly did the railroad.
Mm-hmm.
But the African Americans were able to withstand the heat and do the hard labor. So that's why they enslaved us for so long.
But so when they first brought Africans here, it was not for slavery. It was like for legit work, even as an indentured servant. But you could like work off. That's still a fucked up situation, but after a while, you could still like get your freedom. Your kids may be fucked over,
right? So
but
you took me from my land while I was free, and then you brought me here, and I could
work for my freedom. You stole my freedom, then making me.
Yeah, the government needs to pay that.
Yeah,
it's a fucked up way of thinking. Man,
right.
Y'all lucky I ain't got no time machine, bro. That's all I'm saying. Y'all so fucking.
You go back
lucky.
on some Django shit.
I remember that one episode of Jamie Foxx when he went back in town. And he had that fucking Impala. Do you remember that? He had the '96 Impala. He went back to like the Western times. He got out. And he looked like a younger Django then, but he got out of that purple Impala back in the West. This shit was so ridiculous.
I don't remember that.
I'm gonna find that episode. I'm gonna show you that. I always think about that whenever I see Back to the Future 3, I always think about that episode of Jamie Foxx.
It's so crazy. My favorite character on the Jamie Foxx show was actually Braxton P. Hartner-Briggs.
Yeah. I remember that one time he got Jamie back. When that came out, first of all, shout out to Jamie Foxx, because no other show like had that type of impact on people when people was like, "What is this?"
Right.
No other show did that, bro. Like, besides like I don't know, Clueless, like with the As If, but like to do the whole physical, like we don't give Jamie Foxx enough credit for that. He had everybody doing that.
That's not
shit.
where did he just like do a remix of Talk to the Hand, or is that where Talk to the Hand started?
I don't know.
Because I don't know if that was like an upgraded Talk to the Hand. Talk to the Hand because the face don't understand.
Right. But it don't matter. Like nobody was doing that.
So
Nobody was doing Talk to the Hand when was out. That shit was great, bro. He was fucking great.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
Yes, that was okay. Yeah, we covered it all. So that was great.
All right.
That's all we have for that today. So thank you for joining us.
We appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for watching, and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and also join the Patreon, man. See some behind the scenes stuff. We shoot these episodes in block schedule, and we always give one away to the Patreon. So you guys make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. You got 2 levels. You can get in on this. You know what I'm saying?
Get in on
You know what I'm saying? And get some of that merch. More to the story.
More to the story. And it sounds like we got a new T-shirt we need to work on.
Stop fucking with us and start fucking with us, baby.
I love that so much. Okay.
We'll see y'all next time on another episode of More to the Story. Peace.